Let's ask a very basic question. What is educational theater? Educational theater can take on a lot of forms. It can be after-school programs that are completely extracurricular. It can be co-curricular programs that happen during the course of the school day. Think drama classes, acting classes. It can be completely not attached to a school through a community agency or church group. All of these different programs support high school students in learning the art of theater. A lot of people think that it's just about putting on plays, and all of those organizations certainly do put on shows. Lots of schools have a spring musical. Sometimes they have student showcases where students write and produce the work on their own. But a lot of what theater is about and the purpose of theater education isn't just about putting on plays. For classes, it can be digging into scripts, literature, analysis, language, vocabulary. All of those things are an important part of theater. When you're talking extracurricular, it's about teamwork. It is the same kind of team building and interpersonal skills that come with after-school athletics. Even with curricular programs, the goal isn't necessarily to create professional actors, although some programs do. All professional actors come from somewhere, not necessarily a high school program, but many of them started there, and that's where they found the love for what they do. But high school training isn't about creating professional actors. It's about creating better human beings. What people learn through theater is to communicate, is to express themselves clearly, is to get up in front of a group of their peers, which is the hardest audience to get up in front of, adults, which is less hard than your peers. Peers are actually a lot harder than people that are older than you. They get up and they express and they talk and they can communicate their feelings, their ideas. They work together as a team to create a piece of art. That's hard to do. It's really hard to do. And the more you do it, the better you get at it. Let me tell you a very short story. We had a student who had graduated high school and was going for her first job interview. She'd been in acting classes, she'd been in plays, and she came back to us so excited because she wanted to tell us about this experience at her job interview. She said there were about half a dozen other people in the room. Everybody was nervous. She wasn't. She got to the receptionist, person who was greeting the interviewees, stood up, looked them in the eye, shook their hand, introduced herself just like you would at an audition for a show, went into the interview, articulated why she thought she should have the job, did it clearly, thanked the person, left, got called the next day, and was offered the job. She came to thank us because she would never have had those skills if she hadn't been on stage. She hadn't known how to get up in front of people and just be herself. Those are the skills that you get through theater education. We build empathetic human beings. You can't get up on stage and interpret another person's words without having empathy and understanding for those words. Otherwise, you're just reciting lines, which is the base start of theater, but it's only the start. So, theater education is about making a whole human being. And what you need to have theater is a desire to tell a story, a place to do it, and people to make it happen. And we can talk about that next time. Have a good night.